This is the main setup page of the graphical user interface of the VSR2 HF wallboard. The screen is split. Effectively at the top we have the buttons which take us through the GUI, mainly used from the wallboard page. Here we also have sub buttons for the sections of the GUI, and we have the date and time and the logo, etc. On the bottom right here we have a wallboard user guide, and if we click on that it will bring up a PDF for the whole of the wallboard. Here we have on the right a graphical representation of the type of wallboard that will be shown in a sort of generic form. So at the moment the display type on the left here, where we actually set up the structure, shows agents. So this is an agent type display with a single queue and multiple agents. If I switch that to enhance, you'll see that now changes and it shows multiple queues and parameters on the left. The header at the top on the display can be switched off here and on, and you'll see that this vanishes or reappears. We then can give the display that we're creating a name, which is useful for when we're distributing messages if we want to send it to a particular display. We have a heading, which if we have the header on, will show here. The font size we can change to make it smaller or bigger depending on what you want on your display, and that will work on the figures within the display. The other font sizes are set automatically. We have an agent scroll time, so when we're on an agent type display, the area here, if there are too many agents to show at one time, that will scroll based on the number of seconds that you put here. We also have an agent sidebar which will show on the display, and it will show you the agents that are logged out. If we wish to have a messenger on the screen, we can set here the messenger, and you'll see now it shows there. We have a number of other features. We have a threshold breach messenger which will run at the top of the screen in this grey area. It will drop down when there are breaches of the thresholds in the cells on the display. We have a threshold audio alert, so that not only can you have a visual presentation when thresholds have been breached within the cells by them changing colour, you can also have a sound. We have a shadowing feature here. By the way, these do not change the imagery here. The shadowing feature will show yesterday's figures on the display here in the bottom right of the cell next to today's figures, but exactly 24 hours previously. And we can switch that on and off here. And then we have a threshold breach counter and a threshold breach timer. The breach counter will show a figure in the top right of the cell to show you how many times today your thresholds have been breached. And in the center right, if we have a breach timer switched on, it will show the time here for how long today in total you have been in breach. And in that way you can assess more than just the current conditions, but the conditions that have prevailed through the day. And then we have a next button which, when pressed, will take us to the parameters page of the GUI. Thank you.